More airports around the country can organize events like Wings for Autism. In Springfield, Francis Lynn, Ozarks First.
On Ozarks tonight, suicide is a major public and community health challenge, and September is Suicide Awareness Month. So here at 10, we're devoting our segment to that topic. We're joined by Dr. Brian Calfano with more. Brian, thanks for being with us tonight.
Jen, good to see you. I am amazed by this statistic. Get this. More people die by suicide each year than are killed in traffic accidents.
That is really impressive.
I mean, the good news is that medical professionals are on the case, Jen. I spoke with Dr. Kelly Posner-Gerstenhaber, who is on the faculty at Columbia University and heads the Columbia Lighthouse Project. She introduced me to what's known as the Columbia Protocol to gauge suicide risk, and she explains why the protocol works.
It's giving us the right questions to identify what suicidal thoughts are really the most worrisome. And when you get to that level, then we know somebody's at highest risk. It's the first time that we're asking about all suicidal behaviors in one simple question. And what that means is that we used to just ask about a suicide attempt sometimes, and we missed the person that bought the gun or wrote the suicide note or put the noose around their neck. Things we absolutely could not afford to miss. So in a few simple questions, we're identifying the important things to figure out who the few people are that need help so that we can connect them to the care that they need.
Now, Posner-Gerstenhaber thinks it's key for folks in the Ozarks to recognize the need to screen for suicidal thoughts and for all of us to get involved in this process.
You know, 50% of suicides have seen their primary care doctor the month before they die. We need to be asking the way we monitor for blood pressure or do vision testing. But you know what? Even that's not enough. And the Undersecretary of Defense had this urgent recognition that we must go beyond the doctor's office. It's not enough to put the Columbia Protocol in the doctor's hands. We must put it in everybody's hands. And you know, this was first tested with the Marines. They put it in everybody's hands, from the clergy to the legal assistant, and it helped them achieve a 22% reduction in the rate of suicide. So we know we need to go find people where they live.
Now, Brian, Dr. Gerstenhaber mentioned there the Columbia Protocol. What is that?
Jen, it's a series of plain language questions, and they start with, have you wished you were dead or wished you could go to sleep and not wake up? Have you been thinking you might kill yourself? And have you taken any steps toward making a suicide attempt or preparing to kill yourself?
Now, is this something the U.S. military has used, and has it been effective?
Yes. In fact, the medal Dr. Gerstenhaber wore in our interview was presented to her by the Secretary of Defense for all the work she's done on this issue. Now, the bottom line, according to Dr. Gerstenhaber, is that suicide prevention requires help from all of us. Studies show most people who are suicidal will respond to help from people who reach out to them. So it's important for all of us to be involved. And Jen, more information on the protocol and resources are available at cssrs.columbia.edu.
All right, Brian, thank you. Very good information there. Now, new at 10.